Exclusive. Operation Stop Wike. Northern leaders fail in last-ditch effort to field consensus candidates. Northern stalwarts in the People's Democratic Party (PDP) met on Friday night to pick a consensus candidate ahead of today's primary election, but failed to reach an agreement, the cable can report. Sources told the cable that the meeting, which took place in Abuja, was at the instance of Sule Lamidu, former governor of Jigawa State, who is supporting Aminu Tambuwa, governor of Sokoto State, for the party's presidential ticket. The hopefuls were asked to rally behind one candidate to prevent Nyesom Wike, governor of Rivers State, from clinching the party's ticket. Wike is seen as the biggest threat to the North because of his network and war chest. He's believed to have the highest number of states in his corner. However, the aspirants, including Atiku Abubakar, Bala Mohammed, Bukola Saraki, and Aminu Tambuwa, refused to step down for one candidate except Mohammed Hayatu-Deen, who agreed to withdraw from the contest. Some of those who attended the meeting include Emeka Ihedioha, former governor of Imo, who is Tambuwa's ally, Ali Ugasu, former National Security Advisor, and Ben Obi, Atiku's associate. A previous attempt by the Northern Elders Forum (NEF) to pick a consensus candidate failed. NEF recommended Saraki and Mohammed, but other hopefuls from the North rejected the outcome. Recall that a 2023 presidential aspirant to the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Mohammed Hayatu-Deen, bowed out of the keenly contested race. Hayatu-Deen, in a statement sent to Politics Nigeria, disclosed that his reason for quitting was because the entire process had become obscenely monetized. His statement reads in part, "I've been a keen observer of Nigerian politics for so many decades, but have not been opportune to actively participate in party politics due to my engagement in managing critical public and private institutions, among others. I've observed with great concern and sorrow the recent rapid deterioration of all aspects of our national life, characterized by increasing poverty, religious intolerance, banditry and kidnapping, monumental oil theft, corruption, mismanagement of national assets, communal and religious strifes, and near collapse of public services and public institutions. During my recent nationwide trips, I came face to face with angry and hungry youth, children, boys and girls abandoned by their states who ought to provide them with education and vocational training. These had become the recruiting grounds of criminals, religious and political extremists. I plan to ensure that the great potential that had become the hallmark of Nigeria's development paradigm should be actualized during our presidency. We plan to make Nigeria the continental economic powerhouse, which would guarantee high quality of life to the vast majority of our citizens. I planned to provide peace by ending insurgency of all types occasioned by the absence of a robust and coherent plan and lack of engagement with those involved, and by improving the capacity of our intelligence service and armed forces, the police, and the paramilitary services. I plan to put a final stop to the incessant closure of our universities and other public institutions due to strikes. As we speak, another round of strike is going on, and nobody knows when our public universities will be opened. It is because of the foregoing that I found it morally compelling to introduce myself into the political space in order to provide tangible solutions to these problems. I was driven by passion and commitment to the cause of salvaging our country, which is on the verge of collapse." He continued, "It is therefore based on personal principles and with great humility that I have decided, after wide consultations, to withdraw from this contest, which has been obscenely monetized. I wish to thank all my supporters, especially those from my state, well-wishers, friends, families, the extraordinary, hardworking young men and women of our campaign organization, the party leadership, and members of their tremendous support. which enabled us to contribute within this short period towards changing the character and direction of the Nigerian political landscape. Finally, as a very loyal party member and believer in democratic process, I will continue to avail myself and my teaming supporters at all times to ensure victory of our great party. Politics is a game of interest. The report we got was that the North plan to push Nyesom Wike aside, that the plan has failed. That a meeting was held, and in that meeting, the plan was that everyone should there should be a consensus candidate. They should all be backing one person, so that Nyesom support base will be shaking and all of that. But at the end of the day, all of the contestants, they insisted on pursuing their ambition. They refused to step down. But it was said that the only person that stepped down was Hayatu-Deen. But Hayatu-Deen, in a statement we just heard right now, he said the reason he's stepping down is because it's not what he thought. No, that's not what he's seen. Obviously, he has seen that there's a lot of desperation there, and there are a lot of persons in this contest who don't even have they don't have any interest for the people. They are not ready to make change. You saw his statement, how he was stating that this was what he planned, this was what he planned. He planned a lot, that when he was going around during the consultation, that he met with a lot of hungry and angry youth. And these youth, their communities have become a recruiting ground for criminals. They get recruited into criminal activities and even into religious conflicts and all of that. And he's telling the truth that that is what we are facing. But all of these politicians, where they are looking, their target is different. It's just for themselves, personal interest and all of that. Anyway, Hayatu-Deen has stepped down, but he didn't make any mention that he was stepping down for any of these candidates. He said the reason he's stepping down is because the politics that he's seen. He's talking about his party. This party he's talking about, obviously, the People's Democratic Party. Anyways, what we are seeing right now is that the plan, the alleged plan of the North to kick Nyesom Wike off the contest has actually failed, because all of the other northern contestants, they are still in the race, and Nyesom Wike, it looks like he's got a lot of popularity. He's got a lot of support base, but we'll see how all of this goes on. Their primary, it will be taking place in a couple of hours from now, and it's just one person that's going to clinch the ticket. We'll see who eventually becomes the party's flag bearer. Will it be Atiku Abubakar, Nyesom Wike, Bala Mohammed? Who is it going to be? Bukola Saraki? We'll see how all of this plays out. But leave us your take, guys. Thank you once again for staying tuned, and please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.